Hello beta, good morning. How are you? Are you fine? Today we will study about adjoint of the matrices, their inverses and their properties also. Okay beta? So let us start. Okay. First of all, what is the meaning of adjoint of the matrix? Let A be any square matrix, then adjoint of the matrix is given as transpose of its cofactor matrix. Let us suppose here is a cofactor matrix, and if we take the transpose of this cofactor matrix, that is called adjoint of the matrix. Let A be any matrix given by Aij of order n by n, and let Cij be cofactor of Aij. Then you may write adjoint of the matrix is given as transpose of its cofactor matrix. Again its order will be n by n. Or you may write, if we take the transpose, then elements of this cofactor matrix are given like Cij. Again it will be a matrix of order n by n, because this cofactor matrix is also a square matrix of order n by n. For example, let A be a matrix A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, then A3, B3 and then C3. And let capital A1, capital A2, capital A3, similarly capital B1, capital B2, capital B3 as well as capital C1, capital C2 and capital C3 are cofactors of element A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2 then C3. We are supposing capital A1 as the cofactor of small a1, capital B1 cofactor corresponding to B1, capital C1 cofactor corresponding to C1 and going in this way. Then you may write adjoint of the matrix A is given as transpose of the cofactor matrix. So let me replace this element by its cofactor. That matrix will be called as cofactor matrix, like capital A1, capital B1, capital C1, capital A2, then B2, C2. In third row, capital A3, it is B3 then C3. If we take its transpose, that will be your adjoint of the matrix. Clear beta? Now similarly we can take inverse of the matrix. Now what is the meaning of inverse of the matrix? Let me suppose we are given two matrices A and B of the two matrices A and B of same order, two square matrices A and B of the same order, so that A into B is equal to B into A is equal to identity matrix. Then B is called inverse of A. Then A inverse you may write, that is called B, or you can say B inverse is called A, and we may write A into A inverse, that will be equal to I, as well as you may write B inverse, that should also be equal to I. So in this way we can take inverse of the matrix also. Now you can clear from this relation inverse of the matrix is possible only if it is a non-singular matrix. inverse of a matrix is possible if it is non-singular matrix. And you can verify this result from this relation also. If AB is equal to BA is equal to I, let me take their determinants. AB determinant is equal to BA determinant is equal to I determinant, but the determinant of a identity matrix is always equal to 1. Okay beta. Then A into B determinant, it is A determinant into B determinant, or you may write B determinant into A, and this is equal to 1. Now we know that the determinant of a matrix is a scalar quantity, and the product of two scalar quantity is equal to 1, then none of them cannot be equal to 0. Or you can say determinant of A cannot be equal to 0. If determinant is non-zero, then you can say that matrix is called a non-singular matrix. Therefore, A must be a non-singular matrix. We have very important sum properties on the basis of adjoint as well as inverse of a square matrix. Let me take some properties. First, A into adjoint of the matrix is equal to adjoint of the matrix into A is determinant of the matrix into identity. This is very important property, because some other property will be on the basis of this also. And how can you say they are equal? If we take ijth element in A into adjoint of A, what should be that? It is the sum of product of ith row of A as well as jth column of adjoint of A. Or you may write, but adjoint is a transpose of its cofactor matrix. And now you may write, it is the sum of product of ith row of A. It is AI. Let me take it as R. Now R will be in variable forms. The R you may take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that as the element of this matrix A. But we are supposing, let me suppose A is a matrix of element in the form of Aij of order n by n. Okay. And let me suppose, as earlier we have supposed, that adjoint of the matrix A is given, whose elements are given as the transpose of its cofactor, and the cofactor of Aij let me suppose as Cij. And let me suppose Cij is the cofactor of this Aij element of this matrix A, but adjoint is the transpose Ji you may write. Is it clear? So let me suppose now we are taking element of adjoint of A in jth column. Jth column, and here should be its R. Now if R is equal to, let me suppose R is varies from 1 to n. If I is equal to j, you may write if I is equal to j, so it is the sum of product of element of any line with the cofactor of its corresponding line. तो that becomes always determinant of the matrix. But when I is not equal to j, if I is not equal to j, then it is the sum of element of any line with the corresponding cofactor of another line. So naturally that mass becomes 0. But when I is equal to j, these are the element of the diagonals of a square matrix. तो what can we conclude? देखो जब बेटा I j के इक्वल है तो इसका मतलब इन प्रोडक्ट का मीनिंग क्या है, एक लाइन के एलिमेंट को उन्हीं के कोफैक्टर से मल्टीप्लाई करके सम किया हुआ है और वो आपके पास डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ द मैट्रिक्स होता है. बट जब I j के इक्वल नहीं है, इसका मतलब आपको एलिमेंट किसी अदर लाइन के हैं बट कोफैक्टर कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग अनदर लाइन के हैं, तो फिर इनके प्रोडक्ट का सम ऑलवेज 0 आएगा. तो इसका मतलब इनका अगर हम मल्टीप्लिकेशन करें तो यू विल गेट डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए 0 0 0 अप टू n टाइम्स, 0 डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए 0 0 अप टू n टाइम्स, 0 0 डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए अप टू n टाइम्स, and going in this way in the last 0 0 0 and going in this way it will be determinant. Again its order is n by n. क्लियर बेटा? अगर बेटा हम यहां से determinant, this is the matrix of order n by n. So let me take a determinant common from all the element of this matrix, then you may write. Now here it will be equal to, I am taking the right hand side, taking determinant common, it will be 1 0 0 and up to n times, 0 1 0 0 up to n times, and going in this way 0 0 0 and the last it is 1. This is identity of order n. So it is very much clear. Now at a into adjoint of a, you may write that should be this much. Similarly, we can prove adjoint of a into a will also be equal to determinant into identity. From these both relations, you can say a into adjoint of a is equal to adjoint of a into a, that is determinant of the matrix into identity. And this is very very important property. Any doubt? Second, now determinant of adjoint of the matrix is given as determinant of the matrix, its power is n by n, n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix, means A is a matrix of order n by n. Again you can prove the same property by using the above result. Already you are given A into adjoint of A, किसके इक्वल था बेटा? A determinant into identity के इक्वल. अगर मैं determinant ले लेता हूँ A into adjoint of A का determinant, it is the determinant of A into I. It means A determinant को I से मल्टीप्लाई कर रखा है. अब बेटा I मैट्रिसेस n by n ऑर्डर की है, अगर इस क्वांटिटी को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो सभी एलिमेंट के साथ है, बट डिटर्मिनेंट में तो हम एक लाइन से कॉमन ले सकते हैं. इसका मतलब ए डिटर्मिनेंट को फर्स्ट रो, सेकंड, थर्ड एज वेल एज nth रो सभी से कॉलम लेते हैं, तो ए डिटर्मिनेंट की पावर n माइनस 1 आने वाली है, एंड दिस इज द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ दिस I. And determinant of I is 1. It is a determinant raised to power n minus 1. Any doubt? So it means, and what is in the left hand side? A determinant adjoint of a determinant. This is a determinant raised to power n minus 1. एक को इससे और कैंसिल कर लेते हैं, तो you may write it is adjoint of a determinant. This is a determinant raised to power n minus 1. आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग दीज प्रॉपर्टीज साइड बाई साइड। मैं इसको साथ साथ यहाँ पे हाईलाइट भी करता जा रहा हूँ। फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी क्या पढ़ी आपने? ए इंटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए इंटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए और adjoint of A into A, and that was A determinant into identity. And what was the second? Adjoint of A determinant is equal to determinant of A raised to power n minus 1, where n is the order of this. Now third property. Determinant of a cofactor matrix What is adjoint of the matrix? It is transpose of its cofactor matrix. तो बेटा बड़े ध्यान से देखना है। adjoint of A को मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? It is cofactor matrix, then इसका transpose। अगर मैं adjoint of A का determinant ले लेता हूँ, तो this is the determinant of cofactor matrix, then its transpose। अब एक मैट्रिक्स का डिटर्मिनेंट और ट्रांसपोज का डिटर्मिनेंट सेम होता है, तो क्या मैं इसको ऐसा लिख सकता हूं? इट इज द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ कोफैक्टर मैट्रिक्स। बट एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए का डिटर्मिनेंट तो अभी लिखा आपने, इसका मतलब ये भी किसके इक्वल हो गया? ए के डिटर्मिनेंट की पावर n माइनस 1। सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी, the determinant of cofactor matrix as well as determinant of its adjoint is always same। तो मैं थर्ड भी लिख सकता हूं, then determinant of cofactor matrix of order n, again a determinant raised to power n minus 1। clear बेटा? next fourth property, if we consider adjoint of a matrix, now this is given as determinant of A raised to power n minus 2 into this matrix A. How can you say it will be possible? It is also very important। देखो बेटा, अगर मैं एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए इंटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए की बात करता हूं, व्हाट शुड बी दैट? अभी आपने सबसे राइट टॉप पे क्या लिखा हुआ है? ए इंटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए एंड इट इज गोइंग इन दिस वे। अगर मैं इस ए की जगह एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए लिख देता हूं, तो इधर ए डिटर्मिनेंट की बजाय भी एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए का डिटर्मिनेंट आने वाला है। यही तो है। Instead of A, now here we have written adjoint of A, then you can say what should be that? अब A की जगह क्या आने वाला है? Now adjoint of A का determinant into identity। But what about the determinant of adjoint of A? अभी आपने ये भी लिखा है, it is a determinant raised to power n minus 1। तो बेटा मैं राइट हैंड साइड में क्या लिख सकता हूं? A determinant raised to power n minus 1 into I। This is yours adjoint of A into adjoint of A। Any doubt at this stage? Okay बेटा, then अगर मैं इसको A से मल्टीप्लाई कर दूं, तो A into adjoint of A फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी आ जाएगी, तो प्री मल्टीप्लाइंग बाय A, तो यू में राइट A इंटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ A, एडजॉइंट ऑफ A, दिस इज इक्वल टू A इंटू A डिटर्मिनेंट रेज्ड टू पावर n माइनस 1 इंटू I। बट A इंटू I इट इज A, तो A डिटर्मिनेंट रेज्ड टू पावर n माइनस 1 इंटू दिस A। बट व्हाट अबाउट A इंटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ A? इट इज डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ A इंटू I। तो मैं क्या लिख सकता हूं? A डिटर्मिनेंट इंटू I एडजॉइंट ऑफ A. अब एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए इज ए मैट्रिक्स, इसको आइडेंटिटी से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, इट मेक्स नो इफेक्ट, बट ए डिटर्मिनेंट से ये कैंसल, तो एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए, adjoint of A, this will be A determinant raised to power n minus 2 into A. ये एक डिटर्मिनेंट मैंने यहाँ से कैंसिल कर दिया, तो यहाँ पावर कितनी आ जाएगी बेटा, n minus 2. So again this was very important property. Let me write here. So what fourth property we have taken. Now you may write it is adjoint of A. This is A determinant raised to power n minus 2 into this A. Okay. After this, let me take the determinant. Adjoint of A, then its determinant. It is given as determinant of A raised to power n minus 1 whole square, where A be a square matrix of order n by n. Okay beta, then how can you prove it now? Already we have taken adjoint of A is equal to this much. We have taken adjoint of A, it is A determinant raised to power n minus 2 into this A. But this quantity is a constant मल्टीप्लाइड विद दिस से, इसका मतलब ए डिटर्मिनेंट की पावर n माइनस 2 ए के सभी एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई है, जबकि ऑर्डर ए का क्या है बेटा, n बाई n. ओके, अगर मैं इसका डिटर्मिनेंट ले लेता हूं, एडजॉइंट इनटू एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए का डिटर्मिनेंट, यू मे राइट इट इज द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए रेज़्ड टू पावर n माइनस 2 इंटू ए. तो ये आ रहा है आपके पास. अब राइट हैंड साइड में ए मैट्रिसेस को इससे मल्टीप्लाई कर रखा है, जबकि डिटर्मिनेंट में हम किसी भी लाइन से कुछ कॉमन निकाल सकते हैं. इसका मतलब ये क्वांटिटी इस मैट्रिसेस ए के सभी रो से भी कॉमन है, फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड अप टू nth रो. तो इसका मतलब n टाइम्स हम इसको बाहर निकालने वाले हैं. तो यू मे राइट द राइट हैंड साइड ए डिटर्मिनेंट की पावर n माइनस 2 कितने टाइम्स है बेटा, n टाइम्स. फर्स्ट रो से भी निकालेंगे, सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ अप टू nth रो. सो दिस एलिमेंट मल्टीप्लाई अप टू n टाइम्स, यू मे राइट, इनटू डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ दिस मैट्रिक्स A. तो यहां से बेटा n स्क्वायर माइनस 2n और इसकी पावर 1, और यू मे राइट इट इज ए डिटर्मिनेंट रेज़्ड टू पावर n माइनस 1 होल स्क्वायर. So you may write, now in the fifth property, adjoint of a determinant is given as a determinant raised to power n minus 1 whole square. Clear beta? Now if A is a square matrix, then its inverse exists if and only if it is a non-singular matrix. A is invertible if it is a non-singular matrix. How can you say it is a non-singular? अभी मैंने आपको बताया था, वैसे तो प्रॉपर्टी हमने बना ली है, अगर ए का इन्वर्स है तो ए बी इज इक्वल टू बी ए एंड दिस इज इक्वल टू आई. अगर मैं डिटर्मिनेंट की बात करूं तो अभी हमने लिखा था बेटा आई डिटर्मिनेंट दिस इज 1, तो ए डिटर्मिनेंट इनटू बी डिटर्मिनेंट इज इक्वल टू 1 मींस ए डिटर्मिनेंट मस्ट बी नॉन जीरो. ठीक है बेटा, तो इसको भी हम प्रॉपर्टी की फॉर्म में लिखेंगे. A is invertible if it is non-singular matrix. Clear beta? Okay, then after this Next, seventh. Adjoint of A transpose is always equal to adjoint of A than its transpose. Adjoint of A inverse is always equal to adjoint of A inverse also. अब adjoint of A transpose, 7, adjoint of A transpose always equal to adjoint of A than its transpose. ऐसे इनवर्स की बात करें तो adjoint of A का इनवर्स adjoint of A inverse, it is like this. But before that, one very important property, adjoint of A into B, it is adjoint of B into adjoint of A. Sometimes students say how it is possible. If we take the left hand side, adjoint of A and B, let me multiply and divide this by its A into B determinant. So can we write adjoint of A into B divided by its determinant? This is called inverse of A into B. A into B inverse. But we have one very important property. A into B inverse is always equal to B inverse into A inverse. अभी हम प्रूव भी करेंगे, पर चलिए देख लेते हैं. A into B का इनवर्स क्या लिखेंगे? B inverse into A inverse into A determinant into B determinant. but इनवर्स क्या होता है? Adjoint of the matrix divided by its determinant. Similarly, adjoint of A divided by its determinant of A into A determinant into B, or B determinant से B is A, it is adjoint of B into adjoint of A. So that was very important property. अभी मैंने लिखा है बेटा एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टीज को लिखा था हमने कि A into B inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. How can we prove it now? If we take A into B, then B inverse into A inverse. Or you may write AB then B inverse into A inverse. What about B inverse into B? It is identity. So you may write A into identity into A inverse. But A into I, it is again A. Again this is I. It means the product of these both is I. So both are inverse of each other. So what is A into B inverse? It should be B inverse into A inverse. So that was very important property. मैं ज़रा ये भी लिख देता हूँ. Adjoint of A inverse. This is adjoint of A whole inverse. Then you have already taken adjoint of A into B. This is adjoint of B into adjoint of A. Now we have taken already. What is the meaning of this? Adjoint of A inverse into this. अगर मैं बात करूं A into A inverse किसके इक्वल होता है? I के इक्वल. अगर मैं adjoint ले लेता हूं बेटा तो adjoint of A into A inverse. This is adjoint of I. But what is adjoint of I? It is again I. It makes no effect. Then adjoint of A inverse into adjoint of A. Again this is I. If the product of these both is equal to I, can we say both are inverse of each other? So what is the inverse of adjoint of this? Is adjoint of AK inverse को मैं क्या लिखने वाला हूँ, एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए इनवर्स। ओके बेटा, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन प्रॉपर्टी, इफ A is symmetric then its adjoint as well as inverse are also symmetric matrix. If, let me take it as 11, if A is a symmetric then its adjoint and A inverse are also symmetric. How can you say if A is a symmetric then A transpose is equal to A? But what about adjoint of A transpose? Already we have studied about the property in property number 7. You can say it is adjoint of A transpose. But what about A transpose? It is A ट्रांसपोज तो A के इक्वल है ना बेटा, तो इसको ये रख देते हैं, इसका मतलब एडजॉइंट ऑफ A का ट्रांसपोज एडजॉइंट ऑफ A के इक्वल। तो इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ, एडजॉइंट ऑफ A इज सिमेट्रिक। सिमिलरली अगर मैं इनवर्स की बात कर लेता हूं तो व्हाट अबाउट A इनवर्स ट्रांसपोज? अभी आपने प्रॉपर्टी लिखी है वहां पर, ऑलरेडी वी हैव टेकन द प्रॉपर्टी, नहीं अभी नहीं लिखा उसके अंदर, हमने कर लेते हैं। A इनवर्स का ट्रांसपोज A ट्रांसपोज के इनवर्स के इक्वल होता है। अभी हम इसको प्रूव भी कर लेते हैं। वी नो दैट बिकॉज A इंटू A इनवर्स, दिस इज I, ट्रांसपोज लेना बेटा। अब I का ट्रांसपोज तो I होता है, देन A इनवर्स का ट्रांसपोज इनटू A ट्रांसपोज, अगेन दिस इज I। इसका मतलब इन दोनों का प्रोडक्ट I। तो कैन वी से A ट्रांसपोज का इनवर्स that should be equal to A inverse then transpose. अब ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एक प्रॉपर्टी बन गई, तो सबसे पहले तो हम इसी को लेंगे। तो क्या लिखा था आपने, A इनवर्स ट्रांसपोज A ट्रांसपोज इनवर्स, बट व्हाट अबाउट A ट्रांसपोज? इट इज A, उठा के रख दीजिएगा, इट इज A। इट मीन्स A इनवर्स का ट्रांसपोज, अगेन दिस इज A इनवर्स, देन यू कैन से A inverse is also symmetric. This implies A inverse is also symmetric. तो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी, मैं एक बार 11th लिख रहा हूं यहां पे। If A is a symmetric, if A is symmetric, then adjoint of A and A inverse are also symmetric. Then its 12th property, मैं यहीं पे लिखूंगा बेटा इसको। 12th property we may write A inverse transpose is always equal to A transpose inverse. I have given these 12 properties. So these all are very very important properties, and you must remember these all, because we can use these all property to solve the problems, to make the given problems on the basis of the matrices in very simplest as well as easy form. Any doubt beta? I hope these all are clear. Okay, so today I will stop here, and in the next period I will continue from this topic onward. Okay beta, so till that, bye bye.